the more you hope, the more you lose regarding this government.
What should they then do?
It's up to them to decide whether they want to keep suffering or they bond together and bundle them out. I think it was the Chief of Defense Staff or Chief of Army Staff who had just told Nigerians that they're helpless. Is asking the people at this point to please help them defeat Boko Haram. They can't understand why Boko Haram is strong and it needs the community to help. That should not be coming from the army. That should be coming from vigilantes. So they declare that there's going to be renewed hope, but everywhere is hopeless. It's renewed hopelessness. The minimum wage in 1975 is better than that of 2025. I know him as a politician who knows his way around manipulating people. It's the guy who came 2 years ago and said he built Lagos, and then he came and ruined Nigeria because they never built Lagos in the first place. We have become a nation that has pushed people not into poverty this time around, into multi-dimensional poverty. If they are doing better, even if I disagree with them, the rest of the country will be on their side. But they are not doing well. They are not doing anything, as a matter of fact. It's an antiquated idea that you ask people who are not going to find jobs when they leave the university to take loans to go to school. But you are subsidizing people who do nothing in the country with huge amount of money. I just mentioned to you 250 billion naira. What is driving up inflation is that the moment they bring the allocation on the monthly basis, they're going to change it to dollar. Nobody is productive here. They are buying and selling forex. Governors, everybody is doing it. That is the problem. It's the guy who came 2 years ago and said he built Lagos, and then he came and ruined Nigeria because they never built Lagos in the first place. They were manipulating everybody in Lagos and collecting taxes and taking care of these taxes themselves. You were mentioning that this one was prepared. The same thing they said about Buhari that he's been preparing since 1978 when he was Commissioner for Petroleum Resources. And when he came back here in 2015, you know what he did to Nigeria? He killed Nigeria, and now they are preparing Nigeria for burial. The so-called experienced people who always tender experience as their own qualification, as their CV during election, that you should look at what they have done. The experience we should look at is the experience we have had with them, not the experience of how long they have been screwing the country. And that is why we must keep telling you this, and we'll say to Nigerians, no matter how much we get airtime, we will warn you and say, look, the earlier you get to know what is happening to you, the earlier you reject it, the earlier you fight back, the better for you. Don't let anybody deceive you that somebody is going to become a Lee Kuan Yew of Nigeria when Boko Haram that he met in Borno State is already in Kogi State. We warned you about all this, and this is government of liars. And we have never minced words that if you keep letting them do what they are doing with you and you get distracted by all this conversation about coalitions and all that, you are going to find yourself in worse situations than you are now. Because that has been the story of Nigeria since the emergence of civil rule. We don't have democracy yet, but we've transferred, it's a transition to civil rule. What we are looking for now is real democracy. There's nothing to look forward to. Anything that's going to happen to you in the next 2 years that's already happened to you in the last 2 years.
You are being a prophet of doom now.
I'm not a prophet of doom. I'm telling you what will happen. You don't need to be a prophet to know the direction we are headed. We are headed for doom if we continue with the trajectory that you're getting now. In the next 2 years, they are not going to do anything regarding governance. When the naira he met at 460 is at 1,650 today. When the salary of workers, when it was 15,000 naira, is less than the 70,000 naira that it is today. When the roads that they said they are constructing 700 kilometers, they only did 30 kilometers. They are telling you that in Ondo State, I called Ondo State today, I want to see the plan for Ondo State. They don't have it because they never plan to construct any 700 kilometers road.
It's only AAC and yourself that is leading that coalition.
It's the coalition that is connecting with the people, and those are the oppressed. I'm not going to be part of it. I said it from the beginning, and I think we had this conversation, that this whole coalition is either trying to get attention for those who don't have a job, or those who feel like...
What do you mean who don't have a job?
Well,
former Vice President, Amechi, former...
Amechi said it. Amechi said it. Amechi has been in power since in 1999. He has been in power, and he's complaining of hunger already. So what does that tell you?
I think he was referencing Nigerians who are hungry.
No, he said if others are not hungry, me, I'm hungry. And he said it at a birthday party where he rented a hall and had, a performer that probably collected 10 million naira to perform per hour. So even if they somehow transfer power to themselves, you are going to get the same result. They are the same people, just changing uniform and changing parties overnight. Do you know the first time I knew about Atiku, 1992? He was contesting against Abiola, and I was a senior union president at the University of Lagos. If I didn't join him when I was 21 years old, knowing who they are, why would I join them when I'm 54 years old, knowing who they are? And having covered them, having understood them, I know all of them, I know their character, I know they mean nothing good for the country. Here you have me, and I'll keep telling you, regardless of how long you dismiss it, one day you thank the moment that we shared together, that we gave you an alternative, but you rejected it.
Are you talking to the Nigerian people?
I'm talking to Nigerian people, including you.
Step into a space where real conversations can actually change the world. Here at Time to Talk Studio, we believe bold ideas and open minds are the starting point for real change. Powered by Aiedee's Public Awareness Ministries and brought to you by Brother Aiedee TV.
This is me, your Brother Aiedee, the preacher with testimony. I want to specially welcome you to Time to Talk.
We're more than just a talk show, we're a community. If you care about the world and want to make a difference, your voice belongs here. No experts required, just curiosity, honesty, and the will to engage. So what are you waiting for? Join the conversation, share your vision, and let's think, talk, and build a better future together. Time to Talk Studio. Real conversations, real impact.